celebrating early, or are you working?
I know.
I'm supposed to do a couple here. I'll do.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the City of Neenah Common Council meeting for Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. The clerk will call the roll, and please indicate your presence on your roll call device.
Alderman Boyette. Here. Erickson.
Here.
Hillstrom.
Here.
Lendrum.
Here.
Steiner.
Here.
Stevenson.
Here.
Skirms.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
And Borchert.
Here.
Thank you. Alderman Skirms will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item on the agenda is the introduction and confirmation of mayor's appointments. I will read out those appointments. Reappointment of Alex Noskowiak and Victoria Dorn to the Business Improvement District Board for a 3-year term expiring December 2026. The reappointment of Arthur Schmeichel and Daniel Baumann to the Waterworks Commission for a 5-year term expiring October 2028. The appointment of Matthew Bramer to the Neenah Joint Fire Commission for a 3-year term expiring May of 2026. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of these appointments? Seeing no objection, those appointments are confirmed. And I know that Dan Baumann is here to be sworn in.
I, Daniel Bowman, having been appointed to the Waterworks Commission
For the city of Neenah.
for the city of Neenah,
Winnebago County.
Winnebago County,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Wisconsin,
of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of
Waterworks Commissioner
Waterworks Commissioner
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dan. We really appreciate you serving on the Water Commission. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the council minutes and proceedings. This is for 3 sets of proceedings and minutes. The approval of the council minutes and proceedings of December 6th, the regular session, the approval of the committee of the whole minutes of December 6th, 2023, and the approval of the whole committee minutes for the budget workshops that were held November 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2023. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of approval of those minutes and proceedings? Seeing none, those minutes and proceedings are approved. The next item on the agenda is the public forum. This is the opportunity for anyone in the community to come forward and speak on any topic of interest they would like to present to the city council. Is there anyone here who would like to speak during the public forum? Is there anyone who would like to speak during the public forum? Seeing no one, I will close the public forum. Moving on to item number 6, approval of the final plat for the first addition to Freedom Acres subdivision, subject to the modification of the Memorial Way street name. Is there any objection to unanimous consent of that approval? Seeing no objection, that final plat is approved. The next item on the agenda is the reports of the standing committees, the regular Public Services and Safety Committee meeting of December 12th. Chairman Lendrum.
Thank you, Mayor. As you said, I am reporting out from the regular Public Services and Safety Committee meeting of December 12th, 2023. We have 2 items tonight. Committee recommends council approve preliminary resolution 2023-33 sanitary sewer lateral and water service construction on Belmont Avenue, Belmont Court, Cedar Street, East Doty Avenue, North Street, Quarry Lane, Stephen Street, and South Park Avenue, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Lendrum, seconded by Alderman Hillstrom. Is there any discussion on this item? Any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device for approval of preliminary resolution 2023-33. That motion passes 9-0.
Item number 2, committee recommends council approve the transfer of capital equipment funds in the amount of $40,409.43 to the repair funds in the operating budget for jetter repairs. And I would so move, and after we get a second, I would like our city garage superintendent, I gave him a promotion last time, to come up and talk a little bit about it.
That's why he's back.
There's a motion by Alderman Lendrum, seconded by Alderman Hillstrom. Are you asking Superintendent Radke to speak now?
Yes, I would. I think I called him director of the city garage last time.
Promotions are always good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. I'm not exactly sure what you want out of me.
Well, a little bit. I don't know why I find this jetter so fascinating, and how we are keeping the old one and what you're going to use it for, and the being able to share it within departments I really like, and the type of work that you would use a jetter for.
Okay. I brought to committee the recommendation to keep our current jetter for 1 year, or a major mechanical find by our mechanics, which then I would bring it to committee for reevaluation. We did just drop about $55,000 into a new motor and some major repairs. The new jetter is on its way, supposedly a couple of weeks. I wouldn't hold myself to that. We don't know, but that's what they're saying. I did recommend that we keep it for 1 year, with other departments being able to use it for hydro excavating. Perfect example is tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We'll be over at the Octagon House working with water department. They have a water leak. Rather than digging up the whole front yard, we can vacuum out a hole and see what's going on. With us using it, parks using it, traffic, everybody, I think it would be a very good thing. There's a lot of utilities in terraces now. It's really scary to even put a bucket or a shovel in a terrace now.
Because of all the underground utilities.
Because of everything that's underground, I do not want to get a call on that we hit a gas line.
And you said the jetter has more finesse, right, in terms of not.
What it does is it's water, high pressure water and vacuum. So we do not need to get Degger's hotline locates. We can go without them for that area, as long as we're hydro excavating.
Because you can see better, right? Yeah.
As soon as we dig, we have to get Digger's hotlines, which puts us at least 3 days behind.
And you said the other departments will need minimal training
Yes, minimal.
for the old one,
Yes,
right?
Yes, I would plan to keep the truck at Cecil Street Garage, available for all. I've already talked with Tim in water and Tony in water, Trevor in parks, and they're all on board.
And then in 1 year, you'll come back to committee, Public Services and Safety, and tell us how it's going with the old one and the new one, whether you want to put the old one up on auction or something like that, right?
Yes, that would be committee's direction.
Yep. Well, great, thank you.
Are there any additional questions? Thank you, Greg.
Sure.
Any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device That motion passes 9-0.
And that's the end of my report.
Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of December 11th, 2023. Chairman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting out from the regular Finance and Personnel Committee meeting of December 11th. The first item on the agenda is the committee recommends council approve the creation of a building custodian position within the municipal building budget with an assigned pay grade of 7 and funded by the outlined adjustments to the 2024 operating budget, and I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Council President Borchert. Are there any questions on this recommendation? Any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device. That motion passes 9-0.
Item number 2, the committee recommends council approve the 2023 palpable errors found and corrected by the assessors as reported to and approved by the Board of Review, and I so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Erickson, seconded by Council President Borchert. Are there any questions on this item? Seeing no questions, please cast your vote on your voting device. That motion passes 9-0. Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is special committees. The regular Plan Commission meeting of December 12th, that item was reported under the consent agenda. So moving on to the Board of Public Works meeting of December 19th, Vice Chairman Hillstrom.
Thank you, Mayor. The minutes from this meeting can be found on the city website. We have 2 action items this evening. First one is the board recommends council approve final pay request contract 5-23 street, curb and gutter, sidewalks and apron construction for Arthur Platt, Cardinal Platt, Integrity Acres, and Liberty Heights to MCC Incorporated in the amount of $752,615.65, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Hillstrom, seconded by Alderman Lendrum. Is there any discussion on this item? Any questions? Seeing no questions, please cast your vote on your voting device for final pay request for contract 523. That motion passes 9-0.
The second council action item is the board recommends council approve final pay request contract 11-23 street construction on Brookwood Drive, Furwood Drive, Hunt Avenue to Northeast Asphalt Incorporated in the amount of $71,239.02, and I would so move.
There's a motion by Alderman Hillstrom, seconded by Alderman Lendrum. Is there any discussion on this item? Approval of the final pay request for contract 11-23. Any questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device. That motion passes 9-0.
That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is reports on neighborhood groups, the Business Improvement District Board. Alderman Skirms.
Thank you, Mayor. There is no meeting this month, so I have nothing to report there. However, I would like to comment that it's beautiful weather, so great time to get out and stroll or shop or dine or go ice skating. Ice skating in 40-degree weather is kind of nice, so
Yes.
recommend it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Skirms. The Library Board, Alderman Erickson.
Thank you, Mayor. The Neenah Public Library Board of Trustees met today at 4 p.m. There's a number of programs that I would like to highlight. The first is Saturday, December 30th. There will be a Swiftie party at the library. And that will start at 6 p.m. All ages are invited to attend this special after-hours party, including a DJ, a photo station, crafts, cookies, and more. So pick your era's outfit, bring your besties, and come party in style. Children under the age of 9 must be attended by a parent or caregiver. So make sure that you make this fun event. Other items that are scheduled for January. In the month of January, they are starting a cookbook club. And the first meeting will be Tuesday, January 16th at 6:30 p.m. So check that out. This month's theme is soups and stews. And one final item on Saturday, January 6th, is a Game-a-Palooza. Come and play an old favorite or learn something new. There will be a variety of tabletop, lawn, and group games for all ages. Games will be provided. A favorite of yours or family is welcome to be brought in to play. This event is for all ages, families, and groups, and this should be a popular program. So please check out the library website for more programs, and please check out the holiday hours. And I encourage you to go to the library and check out some books.
Thank you for your report. The next item on the agenda is the Landmarks Commission. Alderman Weber, is there any report?
There is. Thank you, Mayor. The Landmarks Commission met on December 13th. The minutes can be found on the city website. We spent over an hour on a presentation by owner Flo Bruno on the Isabel and Orrin Johnson house, which is located at 1002 East Forest Avenue. That's a house that's in our historic district, but she's also petitioning to be on the state and national registers. So part of the process is for our commission to basically endorse that as well. Very interesting. And we heard just today that she is now on the State Historical Society Review Board meeting on February 23rd, which is good news. So it'll be interesting to see that go through to fruition. In addition to that, we talked a bit about commission membership, and I would just like to put that out there again. If you know anybody that may be interested, may be a good fit for the Landmarks Commission, we're still looking for a few members. And that concludes my report.
Thank you for your report. The next item is the Sustainable Neenah Committee. Alderman Lendrum.
Thank you, Mayor. We did not have a quorum, so we weren't able to pass anything that night. And as Alderman Weber mentioned for Landmarks, we are also looking for members. So you can apply online or contact the city clerk if you are interested in either Landmarks or Sustainable Neenah Committee. That's it.
Thank you for your report. Are there any petitions? Are there any council directives? Seeing none, is there any unfinished business? Seeing none, new business, the Arrowhead Park Development Status Report. Alderman Hillstrom.
Thank you, Mayor. We're getting very close to have an awesome design as we continue to make a few minor changes to what we have. So it's going to be well worth the wait, and but there will be work done there this summer. But I guess we need to remember that this will be design, concept, draft work. So as we go forward over the years, there can be some changes made as different people get involved in what's going to go in their partnerships. So that's all I have to report.
Thank you for your report. Next is confirmation of the nominations to the City of Neenah 2024 to 2025 Elections Board. Is there a motion to confirm those nominations? There's a motion by Alderman Skirms, seconded by Alderman Steiner. Are there any questions on this item? Oh, Alderman Boyette.
Thank you, Mayor. So do we know who these people are? I don't see anything listed.
Are they in the agenda?
It should have been in the packet. Was it in the packet?
Not the one
That's
online.
The last three
On my
pages
page.
of the packet.
Yeah, the last 5 pages of the package.
Are there any additional questions?
Mayor, I've got a little, while she's looking, I've got
Sure.
a thank you I would like to do. I would like to thank 3 members of the Neenah Ladies Legion Auxiliary for that tree right there that most of us can see sitting here is absolutely stunningly decorated. And if you would like to pay your taxes early and get a cookie, you can also enjoy the tree, but don't get distracted by the cookies and not turn all the way around and look at the beautiful tree. So, and the 3 members were Shar Kiesling, Tony Schinke, and Patty Julius that decorated it.
Thank you. Kathy, Shar has it up on your screen.
So this list is composed of nominations from the parties. Each party can submit nominations for poll workers for the 2024-2025 election season or cycle. There was one change where there was a deceased poll worker that was nominated. He was removed. And one other change was a person was listed with one of the parties who wished to be unaffiliated.
So really, two changes from the
Changes, yes.
previous list.
Shar?
Yep.
So explain to me, from each list, they have to have an equal amount of individuals?
No,
They do not.
they do not.
Okay.
Nope. So the Republican Party can submit however many poll workers or nominations that they want, as well as the Democrat. And then the unaffiliated are those who wish to be poll workers who've contacted us, the clerk's office, through various different avenues, expressing interest in being a poll worker.
So maybe I'm confused. So this list, they do not, but once they're chosen to be a poll worker, then that they have to be equal, correct?
They do not have to be equal. So we have to have 7 poll workers per polling location, and it depends on which party won the last general election as to who gets the extra poll worker.
Gotcha.
Most of ours, I think, the last time I checked was last year, and most of them were Democrat.
Yep.
So the Democrat, it's got the four Democratic poll workers, 3 Republican. If there's not enough of the party's poll workers to work that election, then we go to the unaffiliated.
Right. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Are there any additional questions? Do we need to go back to the other
I'm sorry.
screen? Oh, thank you for bringing that up so quickly. There's a motion by Alderman Skirms and seconded by Alderman Steiner. Any additional questions? Seeing none, please cast your vote on your voting device. That motion passes 9-0. Are there any other announcements that can legally come before the council this evening? We'll be wrapping this up in quick order tonight.
Early Christmas.
Yeah. If no one has any comments to make or questions to add at the end, I would just like to say happy holidays to everyone, Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for serving on the City of Neenah Common Council. Your hard work as alderman is so appreciated, and I personally appreciate each and every one of you and the contribution that you're making to this community to make it a great place. So thank you for that. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
There's a motion by Alderman Stevenson to adjourn. Is there a second? Seconded by Alderman Weber. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Quick one, Chris. Industrial Drive.
Oh, I do. That's.